Welcome back to our Hugging Face series, and this is the second part of using Hugging Face models on the Google Colab. In the last video, I had shown you how we can use the Hugging Face models for sentiment analysis tasks. Now in this particular video, I will show you how to use these Hugging Face models for other tasks like summarization, text generation and question answering. So let's start with the summarization first. So first of all, we will open the Google Colab and we will create a new notebook like this. And in this notebook, we will select the runtime. So we will click on this runtime. Then we will go to the change runtime and here we will select this T4 GPU. And let's save this. Now for summarization, the first model which we are going to see is the Falcon SI text summarization. So I will go to the Hugging Face website and here in the models, I will search for Falcon SAI and text summarization. So this is the model which we are going to use for our summarization use case. So in this notebook, first of all, we will install the transformers library. So we will say pip install and transformers. And let's run this. So for me, I am getting this particular error here, which is saying I cannot currently connect to a GPU because of the usage limits in Colab. So I cannot use the T4 GPU at the moment. So I will go ahead with the CPU itself. But in your case, you would not get this particular error. So I would advise you to go ahead with the T4 GPU itself. So for now, I will connect without GPU because whatever demo I am going to show you, they will also work on the CPU as well as the T4 GPU. And it is connected now and our installation is in progress. So now the transformers library is installed. Now we will add one more code here, and here we will import from the transformers library. So from transformers we will import the pipeline method, and then we will call this pipeline and we will pass couple of parameters. So first one is the task, which is summarization, so which is our task, and then we will pass the second parameter, which is the model. Pass the model, so I will copy from here. So this is the model, I will copy and paste it here. Now I will assign this to a particular variable. So let's say the variable is summarizer. So summarizer equals to this pipeline, and at last when we have the summarizer, then we will call this particular summarizer. So let's first create the summarizer, then we will pass the text into this summarizer. So it will download this particular model in our environment. So it is downloaded successfully. Now we will use this particular summarizer. So let's say our text is some long content which we want to summarize. So I have prepared the text, the long text already. So I will copy and paste it here. So I have copied the content and I will paste it here. So this particular paragraph is related to global warming, and let's now call the summarizer which we have created above. So summarizer, and we will provide this text here, and we will say maximum length is 40. Let's keep this 40 because we want to summarize this particular paragraph and we want the minimum length as well. So we want to define the minimum length as well. So let's keep this 10. So here this 10 is the minimum number of tokens. So we want at least 10 tokens in our output. So we will keep this 10 and let's run this now. So we have got the summary text here. So the global warming refers to the gradual increase in the Earth's average surface temperature due to human activities and so on. So we have got the summarizer, and from here we can even tweak the maximum length and the minimum length according to our use case. Now we will use the next model for our summarization use case itself. So this time we will use this particular model. So I will copy this model identifier here, and from here I will, or let's edit the model name here itself. So I will just remove this and paste the new model here, and let's clear the output and let's rerun this. So again this will download this particular model here. Okay, so model is downloaded successfully. Now let's run this for the same prompt here. So we have got the output for this particular prompt. Now let's use some other prompt. So I will copy some other paragraph related to some other topic. So I have copied the paragraph. So let me paste it here. So this paragraph is related to exercise, the importance of exercise. So let's run this particular summarizer for this particular text now. And the summarizer is for this particular model. So here we have got the output, which is exercise helps to improve overall health and fitness, maintain a healthy weight, and so on. So this was our second model. Now let's use the third model, which is this Distilbert CNN. So let's copy this model ID and I will go back to the notebook, and again I will edit this. I will run this again. So again this will download the files for this particular model. So the size which I am using for these models are not very huge. We can see this file size here as well. So if I go to the Hugging Face website, and for this particular model, if I go to the files and versions, so here we can see the size of different files. So when we try to use the pipeline in the notebook, so it downloads all these files there. I guess the files are downloaded. Now let's run this particular cell here. So here we have got the different output because the model was different. So exercise can take many forms, from walking and running to cycling, swimming and weightlifting and so on. So like that we can use this particular model. Similarly we have this BART large, CNN Samsung, then this particular model. So these models are also small and we can use this very easily, like I have shown for the other models here. So you can try these models and let me know if you face any issues. And you can also suggest whatever models you are using for your use case. Anyway, I will provide the links of these models in the description below so that you can try out these models for your use cases. Now we will see how we can use the Hugging Face models for the question answering tasks. So for that we will use these two models here, and other than these models you can also try some other models which are available on the Hugging Face website. And for that we will go to the models, then from here we need to select this task, and under this NLP we have this question answering. So from here you can filter out this, and we have more than 12,000 models which are available for the question answering tasks. So from here you can choose any one of the model and you can try out. But for this particular video we will see how we can use this particular model, Distilbert base cased distilled squared, and this particular model which is Roberta base squared 2. So these models I am going to show you here. So in notebook, first of all we will install the transformers library if it is not installed already. So this is the command is same which we have used in the previous section. So because we have already installed in the current runtime, so I will comment this for now. And after that we need to import the pipeline method from this transformers library. So that we need to do transformers and import, then pipeline, and here we will call this pipeline and we will pass a couple of parameters. So inside this pipeline, first of all we will pass the task, so which is the question answering. So question answering, and then we will pass the model. So let's copy the model identifier from here. So this is the model identifier and we will paste it here. And now here the third parameter we will pass the device. So we will pass device equals to 0. So because of this parameter it will prefer the GPU if it is available, and if we want to use the CPU then we will pass the -1. Now let's assign this pipeline to a variable. So let's call this QA pipeline. So QA pipeline equals to this particular pipeline. Now one more thing here regarding to specifically for the question answering type of tasks. So for these type of tasks, we need to pass the context while we are providing the prompt and we want to get the answer. So this context is mandatory for the question answering tasks. So we will say, so first of all let's run this, then after that we will define the context and as well as we will get the answer for some prompt. So again it is downloading the model here. So I'm getting this particular error here because I don't have the GPU available at the moment. So for now I will change this to -1 so that it can use the CPU which is available. So it has run successfully. Now we will add one more cell and here we will define the context first. So context will be some paragraph within which we want to get some answer for some question. So you will understand this soon. So I will provide the context here. So let me copy the context and I will paste it here. So I have copied the context. Let me paste it here. So the context is regarding the rain and the weather. Now we will define our question which we want to ask from this particular context itself. So we will say question then equals to what causes rain. So let's ask this, and now we will call this QA pipeline and we will pass our question. So the question equals to this question and we will also pass the context so that it can search the answer inside this context itself. So we will pass this context and we will keep this answer into the result, and finally we will print this result. So we will say print then result. So let's run this. So here we have got the answer. Water vapor in the air condenses into water droplets. So this causes the rain. So we can extract out the answer itself from this result. So for that we will say print, then we can say like answer, and let's say something like this, result of, we will extract this particular answer key here. So we will say result of answer, and let's comment this out and we will run this again. So we have got the answer only, this answer which we have printed here, then the water vapor in the air condenses into water droplets. Let's try out another context and question. So I have copied the context. So this is regarding the earth orbiting the sun, and the question would be something like how long does it take for the earth to orbit the sun. So this is our question. So let's run this. Once every 365 days. So this is our answer. So similar to this, we can change the model and we can use this particular model here. So let's try out this particular model. So I will replace this with the model ID and I will run this. So this time it will download this particular model from the Hugging Face. It is downloaded now. So let's run this. Now it has also given the same output. So in the similar way, you can try out other models which are available on the Hugging Face website. So from these models, you can try out other models, and you can also share in the comments about which model worked for you the best. Now it's time to see how we can use the Hugging Face models for the text generation tasks. So for this text generation task, we will see two models here in this particular video, and if you want to explore more about the models which are available for this text generation task, then again you need to go to this Hugging Face website, and here Instead of question answering, you need to select this text generation task, and it will filter out all the text generation models here, and you can use any of the model from this particular list. So now let's go back to the notebook, and here again we will install the transformers library if it is not installed already, and after the installation we will again import the pipeline. So we will say transformers and import pipeline method, and we will load the text generation pipeline now. So we will say pipeline, we will call this pipeline method, and inside this we will pass couple of parameters. So first one is obviously the task, which will be the text generation for our case, text generation, and then we will provide the model. So first one is the GPT-2, which we are going to use. So let's assign a variable to this. So let's say the variable is generator. So generator equals to this particular pipeline. Let's now run this. So the model is downloaded and the pipeline is created. Now we will use this pipeline. So we will generate the text based on some prompt. So first of all, we will provide the prompt, we will assign the prompt. So we will say once upon a time. So this is our prompt, and we will leave the rest of the text for our model to create. So now we will say generator, we will call this generator, and inside this we will pass this prompt. Then again we will define this max length. So let's keep this 100. And we will also define one more parameter, which is number of return sequences. So we will say sequences equals to 1. So this particular parameter is used to define how many responses we want to get in the output. Like if we want 2 variations, then we would define this 2. Otherwise, for now I will keep it 1. So you can try out with different values here. And let's now assign this to generated text. So this will be our output, generated texts, because this can be multiple. So now at last we will print this generated text. So we will say generated texts, or rather text, because for our case it is 1 only, and we will print this value. So we will copy this and we will say generated text of 0, because we have only 1, and let's print this for now. So let's run this. So we have got our output. So it is saying generated text, which we have printed here. Then we have this dictionary, and this is the generated text, this is the key, and this is the value. So once upon a time, and after that it has given us some text. So it has generated the text for us. Now if we want to extract out and we just want this particular value, which is generated text, so we can do so by writing this generated then text, and like that we will get only this particular text in the output. So here we have got the output, generated text, and the text. Let's use one more model for the same use case. So we will use this particular model. So we will copy the model ID here, and we will replace this model with this. Let's run this so that it can download the model in our environment. Now our model is downloaded and the pipeline is loaded. Let's now run this particular shell as well. Now this took a little while for me, around 54 seconds, and finally I have got the output here. So I have got once upon a time and some text here. So in the same way you can try out some other models for these tasks as well as the other tasks. So I hope the video was useful to you. Now do share in the comments what other models you have used from Hugging Face for these tasks, and do hit the like button if this video was useful to you. and to learn new things related to the latest technology, do subscribe the channel.